I presume you're going to prepare some questions and you might be able to kind of gauge how quickly that will go or not. If not, we'll do our best, but you've...
Look at him. No, I think that I'm just going to hold it up. You know, that's been my plan so far. I don't see why I should change it now, Your Honor. I feel like it's like, you know, like lucky draws for an athlete. You know what I'm saying? If I change up my style, it might be bad luck for me. So I think I'm just going to continue to be a douche, you know, to the end. Finish it out strong, you know?
He does not have to give us the exact order, but if he could tell us, as you had suggested, either morning or afternoon, and what day of the week he wants these people here. We have served the subpoenas that he requested at his request in order to assist him. And these witnesses obviously have jobs and other commitments, so it's reasonable to be able to give them a time frame on when they need to be here.
With that, when do you expect to rest?
We're still hoping to rest by the close of business tomorrow, Your Honor, unless something unforeseen happens.
Like a girl.
So we're talking about Thursday and Friday at this point.
Yes.
Which is what I suggested from the beginning yesterday.
But Mr. Brooks, we need to know which particular witnesses on which day and whether it's AM or PM. Don't need to give me the
Hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
order. We'll have them come in groupings, but it's not reasonable that they all come on the same date.
I never said it was.
All right, so you need to provide that to the DA.
How am I supposed to provide that to the DA?
You can write that down, or you can put it orally on the record right now. I asked you to bring it with this morning, and I didn't cover that this morning, so you were put on notice of that. But I'll give you until...
I was put on notice of what?
Let me ask Attorney Opper a question.
Daryl didn't like that statement. I was put on what? You put who you put on notice? Me? Oh, that's who you think you are. You think you could put me on notice? I'm Daryl. Okay? Don't let the short height fool you, honey. Okay? I will climb up you like a mountain, Judge. Okay? I will climb, I will hike. Okay? You know, because me be short. That's why. That's why. That's
tomorrow morning, first thing, be sufficient for the state to make those arrangements, given that you don't believe you will close your case until the end of the business day tomorrow.
I understand what the court's saying. I think that's reasonable, with the understanding that if somebody needed to give notice to an employer and it can't be accommodated, then that may affect things for Mr. Brooks. But I think 24 hours notice is generally reasonable, and we will do our best. We can assure the court we will do our best to get them here, but I don't know if we'll be able to exactly accommodate the timing that he may or may not want.
All right, so Mr. Brooks,
Objection to that, because when the subpoenas were served to them, I'm assuming that they would have let any employers or anything know that they were.
Exactly, Cricket. He's Daryl, but also does not know that name or anyone by that name. I know. It's magic, ain't it?
Expected to testify in a trial.
Stupid magic.
I don't understand why it will become a problem at the last second.
Well, if you recall, sir, at the end, near the end of last week, I don't recall exactly what day we were on, but we knew we weren't going to finish with the state's case at some point, and we had a discussion on the record. If there was any objection by you, if the state told those witnesses they didn't need to appear on Friday, so it obviously had to have been before Friday, that they didn't need to appear, and that they would work with those witnesses to provide them with a more definitive time. So now is the time when we need to provide them with more definitiveness. So by the start of court tomorrow, you need to bring with you, either in writing or be prepared to put it on the record orally, which witnesses you want. We'll start with Thursday morning, then Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, and Friday afternoon.
Yep.
I don't need to know the order, but I need to know the day of the week, right? So Thursday or Friday. I would just note the dates for those. Thursday is the 20th, Friday's the 21st, and then which witnesses. Only you know how much you want to question them, so you should be able to gauge if we can get 2 in each morning or afternoon, 3, 4, whatever. Use your best judgment on that.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna come up with exacts on that.
I presume you're going to prepare some questions and you might be able to kind of gauge how quickly that will go or not. If not, we'll do our best, but you've...
Look at him. No, I think that I'm just going to hold shit up. You know, that's been my plan so far. I don't see why I should change it now, Your Honor. I feel like it's like, you know, like lucky draws for an athlete. You know what I'm saying? If I change up my style, you know, it might be bad luck for me. So I think I'm just going to continue to be a douche, you know, to the end. Finish it out strong, you know. I like to be a guy who finishes strong, you know, like the Darrell do, you know. This just feels right to me. He like, nah. That sounds like kind of like the right thing to do. I'm not gonna be doing that. Well, you could start playing it out. No. Thanks for the suggestion, but fuck you, no.
Got to provide some definitiveness. It's not reasonable to just have these witnesses all come on one day.
I'm informed of what you're saying. I just feel like that same courtesy wasn't afforded to me by the prosecution.
Hey, Darrell, you was at the same place every single day. We knew exactly where you were. Guess where you were? Where we put you? It's amazing. It's like magic. We put you on the cot, and then when we came back, we got you from the cot. It was like, he's still here? Yeah, he was still there because we put you there. So you don't need the same courtesy. We don't need to call you invisible, impossible, unexisting job. Can he have off today? What are we going to call the warden? Hey, warden, can we borrow Darrell for court on this particular day? Is he going to be busy? You know, we'll give you subpoenas. Yeah, no, Darrell.
They didn't have to tell me exactly what witnesses was being called on what day and all this and that. Why is it not
I am requiring it, sir, because they are assisting.
This is one of my favorite parts. That's just you fucking not, because it's so stupid. It's like, and it's one of those moments where you just want to go back in time and be like, fuck. If I could have been in the room when this conversation was happening, if I could have been heard, if there could have been a microphone in front of me, and I've been heard when he started opening his fucking mouth, I would have been like, okay, well, you don't like that. You have to tell us that. So how about this? You don't have to tell us shit. So you round up your witnesses and you get them to come in. Fuck you. Too late. No takey backies. We're not going to help you no more. You on your fucking own. And that's that on that. Now bitch about that while I smile and laugh. Because your failure is imminent, Darrell. It's imminent. Okay? It's imminent.
You because they graciously agreed to do that because you are representing yourself.
Yo.
If you want them to be out of the loop on that, then I can just put it on your responsibility and your shoulders. But that is up to you.
What do you mean by put it on my shoulders?
You can contact them.
How am I supposed to do that?
You have access.
Well, you don't do it by doing this. This ain't gonna get the people called, Darrell. You gotta pick up a phone. You gotta magically know their phone number. You gotta dial the magical phone number. Okay? Then you gotta wait and listen to the ring that ain't really happening because you didn't have a real phone number. And then if by some luck, the luck of the leprechaun, a person pick up the phone and they happen to by coincidence be the person you were hoping to get a hold of, they gonna then hang up on you. So you fucked. But hey, you know what, Darrell? You guys to try. Just try. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna fail, but it's okay. Just do it anyway. And film it because it would be funny to watch. There.
Access to a phone in the jail.
So I'm supposed to call everybody that I subpoenaed, not knowing their information?
Yep. Yeah, I just told you how. But Darrell. Hey, Darrell. Hey, Darrell. So, Darrell, remember how you was just bitching a minute ago about how, they don't have to tell you shit, but you got to tell them shit? This is why. Because they do this thing for you. Now, you could just do it yourself, but then you make this face. I can't even imitate it. Somebody hand me a packet of sausages, hot dogs, so I can place them across my forehead. What? You want me to what? You want me to do the job that they do for me? This is ridiculous. Oh my God, Daryl. You know what? Learn when to shut the fuck up and you won't have to have these conversations, is what I'm saying to you. Chibi.
That is one way to do it, sir. Their information is in the police reports.
That is highly unreasonable.
That is unreasonable for you to ask. Chibi has been summoned to give you a gift, Daryl. Christmas is coming, and Chibi has come with gifts. I have a gift, okay? I have a gift. It's called a BHS. You want to know what that is? You want to know what that is? It's a backhand slap. Pow!
When one person that's on my witness list, I'm not even permitted to have contact
That
with.
would be a good exception to that. So that's very astute of you to point that out, sir. That would be one exception. But other than that, in any event, sir, we're kind of a bit off track. We're going to get back on track, and you need to provide the information that's provided, that I've outlined here today.
I don't think that's fair, Your Honor.
Oh, your objection is noted, but it's my ruling.
The state didn't have to do that, but I have to do that.
Sir, I remind you that you are nonetheless required to follow the rules of procedure, just as any attorney would have to if they were representing you. You've chosen to represent yourself. The state has graciously agreed to assist. They've served the subpoenas on your behalf. They didn't have to do that, but they did. They've agreed to contact the witnesses throughout so that a better idea can be provided to those witnesses as to when they need to testify. They're simply asking for some basic courtesy so they can then relay that information to the witnesses you want to call in this trial.
I'm informed of that, Your Honor, but...
All right, then let's move on.
That's actually under the confrontation clause in the Sixth Amendment. I should be able to have the right to have witnesses subpoenaed.
Provided to you. The record is very clear on that. We assisted you with that. I even reviewed them for completeness, and then the state assisted you with serving them. That is something they are not required to do, but they agreed to do in this case. So nothing about your Sixth Amendment has been violated in that regard.
Did I say violated, or did I say I'm not?
So you need to understand that, sir.
I don't understand anything, and for the record,
All right.
I didn't bring up the word
Let
violated.
us continue then. We're going to move on, Mr. Brooks. Let us continue with the questioning
So we're going to move on
of
to subject matter jurisdiction that
No,
has
I'm
yet
not.
to be proven?
Detective Carpenter, you can please come on back up to the witness stand, and Madam Clerk, you can have the jurors brought out.
So we're not going to address that at all? That's not going to be proven for the record? Is that a judicial determination that you don't have to answer the question, Your Honor?
Judicial determination. It's judicial determination.
Is there also a tactical agreement?
Yes, it's a tactical. Daryl, it is. It's a tactical. It's that. It's all the things that it needs to be to get you underneath the prison. It's all the things. Yes, that thing too.
All right, you want to do that in front of the jury or just with me?
I wasn't sure if the defendant would have any objections that would need to be heard off the record or outside the presence of the jury.
Well, can you have them hold for a second? Do you have any objection to Exhibit 82?
Yeah, I got objection.
What's the objection, sir?
What is the relevancy of Exhibit 82?
What's
82
the relevance?
is your interview with Detective Carpenter and Detective Stern. Your objection is to relevance. Your objection's noted. It's overruled, and I will receive Exhibit 82.
The court will let the jury know that when they come
So
in.
are
Yes.
you overruling the fact that the true nature and cause has not been presented to me? That I don't know what the true nature and cause of the charges are? Your Honor, may I see a sworn affidavit of the nature and authority of the court? Or is that a judicial determination?
It's a judicial determination.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Daryl, it's the judicial determination. That's me trying to say judicial determination. Like Daryl, it's a judicial determination.
I hope the record reflects that.
I hope it do. Ooh. I like this. I like your little hat you got sitting in the front of your head, Daryl. Is this a hat? No?
Aye.